I tell you, just let me know when you want to start it off.
Yeah, I think we can get started. I'm sure if people trickle in, they'll trickle in. But thank you everybody for being here today. We actually have a great group here today. We have Peter and Chris here from Snapdragon, as well as Taryn from CDW. Peter is a great resource and extremely knowledgeable in all things Snapdragon. So Peter, I'll pass it over to you to introduce yourself and the team.
Thanks, Gotcha. I appreciate it. So, a quick intro, everyone. Thank you for being here today. My name is Peter Hernandez. I lead the channel for Qualcomm and our Snapdragon brand in Canada. We have a fantastic relationship with CDW, and we wanted to take this opportunity to showcase some of the cool things that we were doing with CDW and our Snapdragon products. So on the call today, we have Chris Tate, who will do a quick intro as one of our master trainers, and we also have Taryn Martin, who is our dedicated BDM at CDW. We'll be able to take questions if you have them, put them in the chat. Chris will do his best to answer if you guys have anything that you want to know about. But we're super excited to talk to you guys today about Snapdragon and again all the great things we're doing at CDW. So Chris, I'll pass it off to you.
Thank you very much, Peter. Guys, I'm excited to be here. This is a great time to be involved in PC. And today we're going to talk about unplugged performance and, more importantly, unleashing productivity absolutely everywhere. As said before, my name is Christopher. I'm one of the master trainers with Snapdragon and Qualcomm Technologies. Let's start at the beginning. It's a nice place to start. Qualcomm has been around for over 40 years. And I'm not going to give you a full history lesson, but essentially, Qualcomm, we invent the breakthrough foundational technologies that transform how the world connects, computes, and communicates. Innovation is at the core from the beginning, and we drive the innovation of wireless mobile technology all the way through to 5G. And we hold over 160,000 patents and applications. And we're the leaders in AI, as our silicon is now powering cutting edge devices the world over with the world's biggest brands. So when it comes to engineering, we're not just keeping up with the future, we are defining it. And as an ingredient brand, you may not realize it, but our technology is now powering over 3 billion devices globally, from smartphones and smart glasses, watches, cars, earbuds. Snapdragon is driving the future of technology and delivering premium experiences. And now we're bringing all of that innovation to revolutionize your PC experience. With superior performance and efficiency, users now enjoy multiple days of battery life without compromising on performance. Plus, our leading on-device AI capabilities and advanced connectivity provide seamless and intelligent computing experiences that enhance productivity and entertainment from anywhere. So, a lot of words on history. Let's boil it down to the existentialness of it all. Why are we here today? We are here because when businesses and enterprise are looking to empower productivity with the PC deployments, they are looking for productivity without those limitations. So maybe another way to ask this "why are we here" question is, do we really need another silicone provider? What is it that Snapdragon can bring to the table to make it unique? What do we do that's better? And let's filter that through the eye of performance. And what is performance? Because if I'm thinking about performance, I might have one information subset in my head. I might have one image that I think of. Depending on what I'm trying to accomplish, I may have a different image of what performance is. So performance is sort of unique in that it is individualized. In fact, if I'm looking for speed or agility, a bespoke race car experience in a bespoke race car track may be a measure of performance that I need to obtain. But what about scalability or fluctuating workloads? To keep it with the ability to grow as I need to grow, that's a different level of performance and requires different engineering. You see, performance is expectations met or not met. And your expectations absolutely matter. And no matter what level of performance you need to be productive to accomplish the goal that you're setting forth to do, your performance expectations, they change when you no longer have unlimited access to resources. If I need to drive through the battery desert and perform unplugged, my expectations of performance are very different. And that has everything to do with the engineering and design of the platform you're working on. Although we need to be productive and performative while on battery, that's the number one and number two thing that we're looking to solve when we're going out and getting a new PC deployment. We need all of that and more, but we're not able to get it because although x86 is incredibly performative, it's a very powerful design. It's designed to be plugged in. And if I no longer have access to unlimited power, I can't have fast processing speed and long battery life. Something has to give. I have to compromise somewhere. And so what I need is to engineer, to design a system that doesn't require to be plugged in for peak performance. If I'm going to engineer a system, and we'll use water here as an analogy, if I grow up near an abundant water source, I will engineer for that system differently. I'll put fountains everywhere, and why not? They're beautiful. This is an abundant water source. This is a system that I can engineer without worry. Compare that to if water is something I'm designing around, my experience with it is very different if I come from the desert. You see, if I come from abundance, I design with abundance in mind. And I design very differently if I'm designing with scarcity. If I come from that abundance mindset, even if I need to visit that battery desert, I don't always use the resources that I've brought as effectively or efficiently as I could have. Versus if I design with the battery desert in mind first, I can make that canteen last multiple days. And how do we do it? Snapdragon is proud of our mobile legacy. Remember, we invented the very reasons you are most likely addicted to your mobile phone now. It's why you reach for it first and your laptop second whenever you have anything computing to do. We've taken that experience and we're bringing it to the power of the modern Windows 11 PC experience. Imagine all the automation, security, productivity, efficiency, even photo and video enhancements that you already rely on from your phone, now with that performance and a full Copilot Plus PC experience. And we do this by powering through with what is called an SoC, a system on a chip. Oh, I'm having technical. Is everybody still seeing my screen, or did it disappear on you like it did for me?
We see it. It's just
Oh, very good.
Okay.
Hey, as long as it's just me with the technical, I can live with technical on me. I want you guys to have a better experience there. Okay. Getting there. So we do it with an SoC, or a system on a chip. And the unique thing in that environment is we take the entire motherboard and shrink that down into, I'm going to put this up to my camera. That there, that little square, that is an SoC. That is the entire motherboard shrunken down. Not just a CPU, not just a GPU. It is the entire system. You're going to work for me now.
We seem to be stuck on this slide.
Yeah, I'm very much stuck on this slide, aren't I? That's exciting. Everyone likes technology problems, right?
We're blaming this one on the cloud.
Yeah, really. Let's see. Do one more thing. Oh, do we have a new image?
Yes, we do.
Ooh, new images are good. Okay. So the SoC has the CPU, the NPU, the GPU, and the NPU, a brand new neural processing unit. And it's a full stack of performance options that are available that Snapdragon X Series brings to the table. And the nice thing here is that no matter where you select, so let's say you're going to go for the Snapdragon X 8 core, or you need the Snapdragon X Plus 8 or 10 cores, or the Snapdragon X Elite 12 core. Important to note, every core is a performance core. You see, if you design with efficiency in mind, you don't need efficiency cores. So they're all performance cores. And you'll notice differences, improvements as you go up the stack when it comes to CPU and GPU, but democratized across the entire stack, that is the 45 trillions of operations per second neuroprocessing unit. This is performance at every price point, and it is performance that is competitive with Core 5 or Ryzen 5 and above, but nothing below 5. And we compete all the way through the 9 and M4. Snapdragon X Series maintains consistent performance whether plugged in or running on battery. And it matters because you get no drop in performance even on battery, and it costs less wattage, less energy to do so. So here you can see that on a Geekbench multi-core benchmark, Snapdragon is 52% faster to the performance level for 113% less wattage, less power to perform faster. This is efficiency and performance at the same time. And this is how you can power multiple day battery life throughout. Remember, x86 was designed to be plugged in. So when plugged in, performance is pretty similar to a Snapdragon. However, you sacrifice performance by 50% or more if you're plugged in, if you're on battery versus being plugged in on x86. And are you willing to sacrifice more than half of your performance? You don't have to choose between performance and portability. You can have both. And again, this is that use case brought from mobile into modern mobile Windows 11 Copilot Plus PCs. You get to be performative without being plugged into the wall. It's truly empowering. It's doing it again on my side. I'm actually blaming Teams and not the cloud at this point.
We see unplugged from the wall longer.
Which is fine. That's a very fair message, but there is additional messages to it here. We're going to talk a little bit about the use cases because I think it's important for us to recognize who benefits from performance unplugged. And come on, you. I will focus in on a couple of use cases specifically. We'll do technology professionals, field engineering, as well as financial services. And you're still seeing the same slide, correct? I appreciate that. All right. So for technology,
Chris, do you want me to share my I have the slides as well. Do you want me to throw that up? You share the deck.
Yeah.
We got the technology professionals up now.
Technology professionals, yes. So it's a revolutionary experience for technology professionals with Snapdragon because with enhanced processing power, the devices can actually handle complex tasks without lag. And again, multi-day battery life allows the users to work uninterrupted and reliable connectivity ensures that collaboration with their teams is seamless. This is how you power a modern, technological demanding use case. And financial services who rely on powerful computing for tasks like financial modeling and data analysis also benefit. The Snapdragon X series optimizes their workflow with on-device AI, ensuring productivity through automated reporting. With long-lasting battery life, these professionals can work efficiently without interruptions, maintaining seamless access to crucial applications for informed decision-making. At the end of the day, we talk about performance on battery, performance everywhere, and unlocking that potential. And the reason why we spend so much time in that battery conversation is because we all viscerally know what it's like to have to use our laptop on battery. So we'll go into this example here, right? The I'm working remotely example. I'm at the airport, I'm in the coffee shop, I'm in a guest boardroom, wherever it is. Think about the last time you needed to operate in that. Now, if what you had to do was simply reply to an email, you probably don't reach for your laptop. You probably reach for your phone to do that. But if you need to do something of substance that requires a larger screen, a different interface, you need your PC. The first thing you're going to look for when you sit down to be productive is an outlet, right? Automatically, you know that if you don't have the outlet, you're not going to be productive or as performative as you should be. Because what it's like to live in a world where you can't find the outlet, when you're forced to work without. I'm sorry. I know that's a triggering thing. It's definitely a lot to deal with. It's like saving up and making sure you get the performative experience, right? That's why you selected the unit that you selected, is because you wanted performance. And as soon as you take it out to use it, to show it off, to whatever, the experience is reduced. It's lesser than. I want performance that isn't tied to being plugged in. I want faster performance with no drop in performance when unplugged. And that is what you get with a Snapdragon-powered laptop. Right? I have no idea what's going on with this thing. Once again, technology here. Peter, maybe go ahead and pull yours up. For whatever reason, it keeps giving me ickies over here.
No problem, Chris.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. You know when you guys can see it.
Going up.
Are we good?
We are good. I'm going to take control of it real quick, Peter.
Yep. Got it.
Okay. Hey, look at that. That's working. These are the fun times. These are the fun times. Okay. So this is a leading architecture. Remember that no matter what you select in your deployment, whether that's the 8-core, the 8 or 10-core plus, or the Elite, they all benefit from the leading CPU technologies. So all advancements in CPU, they all provide 45 trillions of operations per second neural processing unit. And in doing so, and I'm not able to advance that way, we enable the next generation of PC and performance. We're providing the capabilities that empower decision-making and complex capabilities throughout the entire industry. The thing to remember is that all of it can be amazing, and it is, but if it doesn't power the apps that I need it to run, then it just doesn't matter, right? Like, it can be the most performative experience on battery or off, and if it's not giving me all the apps that I need it to, then I don't care about that. I need it to function within my environment. And the great news is if we just look at the last year, you can see performance improvements, 3 times improvement in accessibility for native apps on Windows on Snapdragon. It represents 93% of the time that users spend while working in Windows are running in native applications. And the Rosetta 2 emulator, Prism emulator, as performative as Rosetta 2, handles the little bit that's left over with authority. Plus all the NPU powered apps, there are currently over 50 available. Businesses run on apps, and we are very aware of that. We are looking to ensure that all Snapdragon-powered PCs have their traditional productivity, creative, and collaborative apps available on the X series processors, and that those processors are running super fast and performative. And we're incredibly pleased with all of the design choices that our OEM partners have made available. So they're coming in with performance unplugged in so many form factors and with so many capabilities and at all the different price points. So it's really empowering to see all of those use cases come to the forefront. And they power those experiences on the NPU, that just a few of them that you can see on the screen here. And those same experiences also with Copilot Plus. Copilot Plus PCs, the Snapdragon powered ones, get the new experiences first. It's an engineering partnership that has been remarkable, including Adobe, which keeps updating their capability. Adobe has recently released their roadmap through the end of the year, I believe, is how long that one is. And Premiere Pro, Illustrator, and InDesign are some of the newest capable pieces that have come to. Again, all powered by a 45 trillions of operations per second on-device AI capability. When it's on device, it's faster, it's reliable, and it's private, and it powers through with more performance and more efficiency. Here you can see we're using thermals as our benchmark here. When plugged in, the Snapdragon on the left side of your screen operates at a lower thermal temperature, which, remember, these are laptops. You might want to use it on your lap, so having a more comfortable experience is probably a good thing. When on battery, not only do they perform at a lower temperature than the competition, but 20% faster. This is how you improve the experience of the user. This is how you future-proof without requiring new hardware updates all the time in order to take advantage of the new capabilities that AI is ushering in for all of us. And the nice thing is whether you realize it or not, your laptop is about 3% of your business's energy use. And so choosing the right product can be carbon savings or not. 36% less energy when choosing a Snapdragon powered PC, which equates to 21.9 metric tons of CO2 savings per year on a workforce of 20,000 employees. So that's demonstrable difference in performance as well as efficiency. I want to show you what it looks like for me, because I don't have to live with battery life fear and what it's like to work in this environment. I get to do that, and I've done it for many years. So a day in my life with battery, I start with 100% and I work my full 8.5 hours. So I've got all of the collaboration that I need to do, working with teams, putting calls on like this, generating the content, hopefully fixing connectivity challenges that one may have. And at the end of the day, I have more than 50% of my battery left, which means at the end of the day, I don't have to plug it in. I have a whole other day's worth of available usage. It is nice, it's freeing, it's empowering to live without that battery life fear. I typically go 2 to 3 days between charges on my device, especially when traveling. And I'm not sure that the audio is going to come through on this video now. Okay, so remember, These are the fastest PCs with multi-day battery life, and they do not suffer a performance drop when operating on battery. With built-in on-device AI, they are built for tomorrow's advancements and available today. Thank you very much. This is Performance Unplugged, and I want you to be able to see them, to use them, put them in your image. And to do that, let's bring in our guest speaker. Tyrant, thank you. Thank you. You can take over. Hopefully this works better for you.
Yeah, no, thank you, Chris. You actually worked through those issues much better than I would have. So kudos to you. So yes, thank you for passing this over. The POC program that we are offering is a risk-free opportunity, and it's really meant to not only test the Snapdragon-powered devices, but to also be able to integrate them and deploy the device within your environment. This is a CDW-led proof of concept, and it allows you to fully experience the benefits of Snapdragon with some of our guidance and best practices, and that comes directly from Qualcomm's recommendations. So we will begin with a questionnaire. It will help us gauge your technical readiness for Snapdragon through what we refer to as a Snap score. And that is based on OEM models, so your company standards, your current operating system, and most importantly, your business critical applications, which will then, of course, help us to determine if Snapdragon is the right fit for your organization at this time. We've mapped this out to be completed over a 4-week period. In the second week of the program, we'll invite you to join a 2-hour security and deployment workshop with one of our technical specialists, and they will walk you through the initial setup and deployment of those critical apps. In week 3, you'll have the ability to test things like your remote management models, driver updates, policy configurations. These, again, are recommendations. It's sort of a guided suggestion, but of course, it's up to you to test what you want and when. But by week 4, you really should be able to, or be at the point where you're ready to test those applications, the application functionality, overall performance of the device. And then from there, we'll close it out with a survey and get your feedback and just a general overall experience working with the Snapdragon device. We are not going to just drop and go outside of the workshop. We really want to make sure that you feel supported through this along the way. So we will have scheduled check-ins. Will be available on an as-needed basis to address any concerns and track progress. And we'll also have access to Qualcomm engineers in the event that we need additional insights. It's also really worth mentioning here that CDW does offer a robust catalog of endpoint services as well. So asset tagging, delivery and implementation, configuration, all of that is offered through CDW. If you discover that you could use assistance around any of these areas, kind of along the way or along this POC journey, we do have the internal resources and services to help. So, please do keep that in mind. Let me think that I've got a QR code. So if you are interested in getting in touch with me about anything POC related, services, endpoint services related, please do feel free to connect with me. I'm just going to put this in the chat right here. And that's kind of it. So that's my piece.
Hey, that's super good. Guys, getting your partners inside of the proof of concept is game changing. It's a really great way for them to see with their image how they're going to use it, how it actually works, and it also delivers on that. I mean, if you've never experienced not living with battery fear when you're working on your laptop, you don't know how freeing it is to not worry about that sort of stuff. So getting them with it absolutely helps. There was a question in the chat that I saw on Lenovo. I would recommend contacting Tyron. You would be the right person to contact for that, correct?
Or we have Lenovo specialists as well.
Perfect.
I can tell you right off the bat, we do have, let me just see what the model is, laptop is the T14 currently. I can look into to see if there's any other models that are going to be available, but T14 currently across the board, it's the flagship. It's the most, I think, popular in the enterprise space. So that those are available and work wonderfully. I did have a little anecdote that I wanted to share. When I was just traveling recently with a work colleague, he was looking for a place to. His phone was running out of battery, and we weren't near a plug-in. He was breaking it out, and so the thing that we used as our power source was our Qualcomm, my Qualcomm device, because that was the one thing that wasn't losing power. So there you go. There you have it.
That's incredible.
Do we have any other questions, any feedback, any comments from anybody that's joined us here today? Don't be shy. It's a safe space.
I guess I have a question, and I asked the question about the Lenovo. So the T14 is the lower of the series for us. We use P1s and P14s as we have high performance laptops that do a lot of CAD work, a lot of energy, and facade stuff for our building science people. T14s we literally only use if we need a spare laptop for a presentation or something. So I'm just wondering if Snapdragon would be available for those higher performing laptops in the Lenovo suite.
We can certainly set up maybe a road mapping session. I don't know if we've got anybody from Lenovo on the call today, but I'm not necessarily privy to everything that's coming down the pipeline in the next year or so. But we certainly can arrange to have a road mapping discussion with you about what Lenovo's plans are. Peter, it looks like you've come off mute. You might have something to share.
Yeah, so currently those are some, you just mentioned a couple of the workstations, like mobile workstations that Lenovo carries. We do have a Lenovo tiny device that came out, not quite what you're talking about. The cool thing is that our portfolio continues to grow with Snapdragon and all of our OEMs. So less than a year, like in this in market, we've seen quite a few new models added to the portfolio, and that continues to grow. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of those powerful mobile workstations coming soon. We just don't have line of sight into that right now, but we'll make sure to keep you up to date on any communication around that.
I appreciate that. Would it be worth doing the POC if we're looking at a T14 that won't work for our users?
100%, because I mean, at the end of the day, you still want to go through any challenges from an app compatibility perspective. You want to make sure that you're addressing any of the native apps that you're using or things like that may become a bit of an issue, which we're seeing less and less of. So again, we really want to put the devices in the hands of our customers and really get them to try it out, experience it, and then when the right model comes around, which we are pretty confident that you'll start to see a lot more choices, regardless of which OEM you're utilizing. You have done all of your pre-work and pre-testing already.
Okay, thank you.
Problem.
Yeah, great point, Peter.
Is there any other questions? And team, we apologize for a little bit of the technical snafus that we had. It has nothing to do with the device that Chris was using. We will blame, like you said, we'll blame Teams for that. But was there any other questions? Okay, so again, if there's anything else, feel free to reach out to the CDW team. Taryn is here to support. I'm supporting the channel from a Canadian perspective. Like I said at the beginning, we're really excited about this relationship that we have with CDW and the things that Snapdragon are doing in the market. We're disrupting, we're innovating, we're driving performance in a way that you haven't seen before. So again, I would task you to just ask some questions, dig into it a little bit more, and make sure that you sort of done your due diligence in terms of what Snapdragon could represent in your space, what ARM represents, and all the innovation that you're seeing from Qualcomm. I know we'll be giving away some prizes. I know they'll be doing the draws afterwards, so look out for a communication around that. And if there's no other questions, Taylor, Katya, I don't know if you guys need to do anything to end it off, or are we good?
That's great, Peter. Took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, thank you everyone for a great presentation. As Peter said, we will contact the winners for the glasses afterwards. So maybe in the next week or so, you should hear from our team. And again, any questions that you guys have after we close off this presentation today, please feel free to reach out. We are always here to help and always here to answer anything you may need. Thanks again, everyone, and have a great rest of your day.
Go
Thank you.
Jays.
Go
Go Jays.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.